Travis Rogers, Mind Right Training. In my last couple of videos, I've been talking about how I believe a fear of failure can lessen an athlete's will to compete. So I was talking about competition and how some people believe today's athletes aren't competitive as they used to be. I believe that today's athletes fear the outcome, fear failure more than athletes from some years ago. I also talked about how a fear of failure I oftentimes think can be brought on by peer pressure and parental pressure, and those pressures can lead to more fear in certain situations. Before I get further into that and talk more about how I think we can help reduce peer pressure and parental pressure, I want to talk today about what I think it means to be a great competitor, especially at the youth level. And I think there's some confusion about that. I know that a lot of the athletes that I work with are confused about what that looks like. I think the confusion lies in that many athletes believe in certain situations they need to try to elevate their game. They need to try to work harder, give more effort, focus more, have a better outcome in certain situations. Those pressures get athletes into trouble. They start thinking outside of their normal thoughts. They start to press instead of relax. They start to have negative thoughts instead of positive thoughts. So the first thing is to let athletes know that there is no one bigger situation than the other. If they prepare, work hard in practice, prepare accordingly, have a plan that they go through when they're stepping to the plate, when they're stepping to the free throw line, a plan that they go through over and over again, they need to rely on that plan when they get in big situations. So that's the first thing. The second thing is a technique I do give to athletes when they feel like their thoughts are running out of control, they're losing control of their positive thoughts, positive emotions. That technique is called the 3 R's. And the 3 R's are recognize. First of all, recognize when you're having negative thoughts or thoughts that aren't going to help you to have the most success. The second R is release. So we're releasing any negative thoughts. Oftentimes we use a physical action to release. We might pick up some dirt and throw it. We might undo and redo our batting gloves is a form of release. A physical action to try to release or put aside negative thoughts. The third R is refocus. And we're going to refocus ourselves on the process, the things that we usually do to give ourselves the best chance of success. Maybe a deep breath, maybe a focal point on our bat, some positive thought before we step in the box. So all these things, all these 3 R's need to be practiced. Again, recognize when we're having negative thoughts, release those thoughts, and then refocus on positive thoughts, our general process that we use to get ready for competition. So to summarize, 2 things that I think youth athletes should know. 1, don't put the pressure on yourself of a big situation. Have a routine, have a plan, a process that you go through to get ready for every at-bat, every game, every situation. Rely on that process, tweak that process as needed to give yourself the best chance of a great outcome. The second thing is the 3 R's. Again, recognize, release, refocus. In my next videos, I'll talk more about peer pressure, how we can reduce that for athletes, and parental pressure, how we can reduce that for athletes as well. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.